Hey guys, Paul with Lost Ways Survival and Homestead. Welcome to the Homestead Hustle. This week is the first one, so we're going to see what is a homesteader to you. And we're going to talk about what is a homesteader. But let's check these guys out from an event I was just at and see what they think a homesteader is. Hey guys, Paul with Lost Ways Survival and Homestead. We're down here at Georgia Bushcraft. As you can see, lots of people here. And we're gonna try to figure out what a homesteader is. So we got Steven with Fuel to Fires. So Steven, what is a homesteader to you?
Homesteader to me, you are providing for your immediate needs without the help of anyone else. It's what you can effectively do for you and your family with what you have available.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate you, buddy.
What's going on, y'all? This is Ryan with Chrome Knives. Homesteading to me is the realization that self-reliance and simplicity is a beautiful thing. And you don't have to depend on everything else. You depend on yourself.
Here with Matt Gillenwater at Georgia Bushcraft, all these great people. He come by the booth. So Matt, what is a homesteader to you?
A homesteader to me is somebody that practices another part of self-reliance. Homesteading is just another part of self-reliance in that you want to rely on yourself in terms of your own sustainability.
Very good. Thank you, buddy. Hey guys, Paul with Lost Ways Survival and Homestead. We're down here at the local feed store with Colin, Aberdeen Supply, where I get all my feed. Great people. Come check them out. Colin, what's a homesteader to you?
Oh, I would say somebody who raises their own animals, garden, and just try to self-survive.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Joe Flowers, how you doing? With Condor Knives, correct?
Yep.
Oh, I dropped my phone. What is a homesteader to you?
A homesteader is somebody who has reliance on these. It's really important to be able to use these to be able to depend on yourself. So a homesteader is somebody who has preparation and the ideas of using these things to help better yourself in the world around you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Paul again with Lost Ways Survival. This is Casey Deming, the owner of Georgia Bushcraft, right there on this little thing. And he's going to answer our question. Casey, what is a homesteader to you?
Somebody who focuses on self-reliance and wants to break out of the norm and be more purposeful with their life.
All right, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having us, Casey. Thank you so much. Still at Georgia, we got Brian with Survival BSO.
Survival Gear BSO. You can find us at survivalgear.us.
And he's a super great guy. Becky's actually bandaged him up one time. I got to call him out on that.
Thank God for her.
So what is a homesteader to you?
A homesteader to me. All right, so I think of this community and self-reliance as like same church, different pew. Homesteader, you're learning how to be self-reliant as you possibly can. It's not the over-the-counter stuff. It is the herbal medicine, the tinctures, growing your own food sources, making sure you have animals that reproduce over and over. You got to have the chickens, rabbits, goats. If the world would go to shit, you need to be able to survive on your own, supply your own food, supply your own medicine, live off the grid if you can. That's a homesteader to me.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you. Enjoyed it as always.
Love you, buddy.
Guys, here we are at Georgia Bushcraft Steel. This is Mars. What is a homesteader to you?
A homesteader is someone who works on being self-sufficient, but also on building community. I think community is really a big part of it, and that's something I've seen exemplified by Paul.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mars. So this is Hunter with Sarcraft. Great school, awesome guys. What's a homesteader to you?
Being self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Not relying on the government.
Ha, my man. Thank you, buddy. Guys, Paul again. I'm here with Mr. Jim, and I call him the salt guy. I know him as the salt guy. So, Mr. Jim, what is a homesteader to you?
To me, a homesteader is somebody today that actually wants to learn how to live on their own, not depend on all the modern niceties of civilization. And if times gets hard, they will be able to live and not starve to death in the first week things goes bad around here.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Jim.
Thank you.
You have a good show.
You too.
Philip with Fuel to Fires. What is a homesteader to you?
Someone who is prepared for the worst and expects the best and prepares for the future.
And Phillips with Fuel to Fires as well. Thank you, brother. So now that we've seen some other examples of what some people think a homesteader is, To me, a homesteader is a person that tries to provide for their family the best they can. And we're going to take you on a little tour of our homestead. And our homestead is small. You don't need a great big 100-acre place to do a homestead. We do a homestead on about 5 acres. And I'm going to show you now as I'm walking around to take care of animals. So there's all our girls and boys, and they're ready to come out in free range for the day. So we'll let all our chickens out to free range, and our guineas are in there with them to help protect them. And we're gonna walk around over here and check and see if we got any eggs. Look at there, we got some eggs. We'll come over here and see if we got any eggs. Oh, we got a couple of broody girls. And as you can see, we make all our stuff out of what we can, what we have on hand. I'm just taking you around as I'm doing the morning checks on animals. Oh, wow. Lots of eggs. Another broody girl right here. We got eggs everywhere in here. But this was an old shelter that an old coop that we built this out of scrap, added this on, so we had nesting boxes. And there was another broody girl in there as well. But a homesteader who makes their own way, who figures out how to do what they need on a small piece of land. We're providing for ourselves. Here's our pigs. This is Oscar. This is Bacon. That's Lindsay. And this is the latest litter she had. You see, the chickens are going to run around and gather up all the bugs and ticks and stuff like that. But we homestead on about 5 acres. It doesn't take, you don't have to have hundreds of acres to do a homestead. Are we completely self-reliant? No. Do we have to go to the grocery store? Yes. We're about 80% from the grocery store right now. I mean, away from the grocery store. So we are 80% of supplying our own stuff or making our own way. So this year, that is our garden area. We made all that for free. We didn't do a garden this year. We opted out of it because we travel and do a lot of shows, and it takes a lot of stuff for us to do a garden. You have to weed, you have to be here a lot, and with us being gone, we can't do a lot. We can't get the weeding done. But, oh man, that sun's bright. But what we have done is worked out a deal with a local organic farmer where we will go and trade our labor for organically grown food. That's another part of being a homesteader, is learning your worth, how to barter for stuff. We barter for a lot. We're coming in to visit the goats now, and they're excited to see me. So here's Radar. Yeah, it's a buddy, and that's Coco Hot Lips Houlihan. And it's all about thinking outside the box. This whole area here that you see, all of this, including our run-in, was done, hey buddy, yeah, was done for $70, $75. So we got a chair out here in the goat pen, and we do a little thing out here called Gospel from the Goat Pen. And it's one of the social media pieces that we do. But this is just simple, easy, making a different way. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? Hey, girl. Hey, buddy. So, including our goats. And you can tell they're very curious about what I got going on out here today. Oh, do my feet stink, huh? Oh, come on. Where you at? Huh? I was just taking you on a tour of the homestead today. So we've got roughly, hello buddy, sorry, I love my animals. We've got roughly, I want to say 50 chickens. That was not planned. We had one that hatched 17 chickens out in the wild. But we've got right now 2 goats. We're adding 2 more in this week. We have, yes, you're okay. 7 pigs, 8 ducks, and 2 turkeys. Yes. He's upset because he's wanting me to play with him. We do little fist bumps and he headbutts me and stuff. But we've got all of those animals. So let's go over it again. 50 chickens, 2 guineas, 2 turkeys, 2 goats, fixing to be 4, 8 Muscovy ducks, and 7 or 8 pigs. And we've got less than $500 in all our animals and all their structures. That's including their enclosures, the fencing, all kinds of stuff. And we think outside the box a lot. This is a hanging hay bag for the goats. It keeps their hay up off the ground. This is not hay that they eat. This is straw they bed in. So yesterday that was up to that backboard of straw, and now you see it's all out here. Just remember, when you get animals, you think you have a plan, they're going to tell you what your plan is. They're following me around right now because they're wanting to play. Radar, what are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Well, huh? Old fish bump, huh? So Radar likes to play quite a bit. He like, oh my goodness, buddy, he jumped up on me. So I love my animals. I love being with my animals. And you can see, sometimes they're a little shy. But when you have these animals, you have to get up and take care of them. I get up every morning about 5:30, take care of animals, get ready to go to work. Yes, I work a full-time job. I do work at a local fire department full-time. And we homestead. So, and we travel around teaching. Again, we're going to do, this looks like a lot of land till you start putting animals in it. So we're on, can you homestead on an acre? Yes, you can. Can you homestead on a half acre? Yes, you can. Can you homestead on a quarter of an acre? Yes, I was raised on a quarter of an acre. My mother grew a garden. We just didn't do animals. The thing with homesteading is, some of the comments you've seen was self-reliance. To me, self-reliance is what it's about, but it's self-reliance with a community. Don't eat my pants, stop. With a community. I have a community of people. I know where to get things. I know that I have a sourdough lady who happens to be our tax lady, which is a great lady. If you need a tax lady, hit us up. But she makes sourdough bread. She loves fresh eggs. I got 50 chickens. I trade eggs for bread all the time. I was raised, my mom raised bacon and making sourdough bread, and I have made it, but I have a hard time keeping a starter alive because of the way I work. So I found people that make sourdough bread that want things I have. They want eggs. I do a lot of woodworking. If you look at my page, there's a lot of woodworking. I trade woodworking for stuff. It's all about trading. I've got that local farmer this year. We're getting tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, green beans, corn, everything we need from an organic farmer. And I'm going to trade my labor, our labor, me and Becky, for the vegetables that we need. That's the best solution for me this year because I don't have time to do the garden. And people say, oh, you're a homesteader, but you don't grow a garden. Yes, because I know where to get stuff. I'm a homesteader. I get fresh beef. Farm raised fresh beef. Nothing. I don't like eating any meat from the store anymore because you don't know what you're getting. So you got to think outside the box. Welcome to the Homestead Hustle, where old ways meets the new days. The old ways of bartering, we're going to go over some bartering. Next week, we'll probably go over how I built the structure for the goats because they're my favorite new animal. And we'll go from there and see where it leads us. Leave a comment about something you would like to see that we do on the homestead. Yes, I do have a canning class coming up. May 23rd, I have a canning class that will be at the Roseland Barn. If you're interested in taking that canning class, please hit me up. Yes, there's a shameless plug for me. We got to make money somehow. But I'm going to teach you how to can. We'll cover botulism. We'll cover pickling. We'll cover water bathing. We'll cover canning meat. We'll cover canning whole meals. I told you we travel a lot. I just canned our meals for our next event. So when we get there and get to teaching and setting up our booth, we can open a jar and dump it on the griddle and heat our meal up. Our animals, yes, this is something I like to tell people. I don't name my animals other than my breeding pairs. Yes, Radar. As you can tell, Radar is my breeding male. I got Hot Lips Houlihan, but their babies will not get names. Lindsay Lohan, Oscar Mayer, they're our breeding pair. Notice the medium-sized pig, its name was Bacon for a reason. We do raise our animals so we know how they're treated. We know that we're eating real food, and we know what's going in our body. Just like our green beans, I like to tell people, my green beans have 3 ingredients: green beans, well water, and salt. Read your ingredients at the grocery store, and I can change your mind about what you're putting in your body. Did I grow the green beans I canned last year? No, I went and worked for them. Did I grow some of the tomatoes I did last year? Yep, sure did. Did I trade for some? Yep, sure did. So it's about knowing where to get stuff. I'm sorry, Radar keeps messing with me. But thank y'all for tuning in. This is a new adventure for us. Becky and Sassy will be in some videos, but I needed to get this one done because it's Friday morning and you're going to watch this on Saturday morning, and I got to edit it all and put it all together. But think outside the box. Look at different ways. You don't have to have a huge piece of land. Would I love to have 100 acres? Yes. Would Becky? No, because I would add more animals. Because the animals are going to sustain us. If the collapse happens and the food chain gets broken, I have renewable protein, I have renewable vegetables, I have renewable, I'm fixing to have milk on the homestead. So yes, is it going to be goat milk? Yes. Is it delicious? Yes, it is. And it's fresh. I know where it comes from. I know what she's eating. So I end all our videos this way, you know. Get out there, think outside the box. And as always, y'all pray for us. We'll pray for you. Thank you for tuning in.